Hello, hello, friends. Hello. Sorry, I'm a minute late. I'm on Sean's computer and it's like super, super secure. And so it doesn't like it when like we do certain things. And so it'll like not let you get through. I was like, oh no, and this happened last time we went live. And there was so many like issues. So like as it was like the wheel was spinning, I was like, oh no, it's happening again. Anyways, hi friends. Hello. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay. I just want to make sure there's no like real issues before we get diving into some questions. Hi, Christine. Hi, Linda. Nicholas, hello. Matt, hi. Awesome. I'm so happy to be hanging out with you guys. Literally, like yesterday, I was like sitting there, I was like, planning out kind of the videos and stuff. And I'm like, here we are at the end of March and we never did a Q&A in February. I was like, oh my gosh. So wow. Okay, good. You can hear me. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Um, so typically Sean and I are going to do these lives together, but Sean is out doing some shenanigans. He's out of town. He's actually coming home tomorrow. So I'm doing it solo. And I know he's gonna be exhausted. So we're not going to get it done before April. And then April's a busy month, and I don't want this to fall through the cracks. So it's just me solo this time. So we'll go ahead and get started. Hi, friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm so glad this was like super short notice, but I was like, we'll just wing it. And if people want to watch the replay, that's totally fine too. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So we are going to answer questions from the last Q&A that we did in January. And then we also have a couple of emails that came in. And we also have some questions from over on Instagram as well. Is that Ranger? No, this is actually Zoe right back here. Ranger is here. Ranger, do you want to come say hi? You want to come say hi? Come here. Come here. He's like, man, I was comfortable. Come here. You want to come up here? Come here. Our friends want to say hi. Come here. Oh, come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, yes. This is Ranger. Say hi, buddy. So this is Ranger. He's the more red one. And then Zoe. Okay, you can get down now. You can go up, take your nap. And then Zoe, do you want to get up there? No. Zoe is the more husky. Come up here. Come up here. She's like, oh, geez, here we go. And then this is Zoe. Oh, yes. That's the boobs. Okay, guys, we can go lay down. So, yes, since we are doing this solo, well, honestly, even if it was Sean and I together, the dogs would be in here, but they're just hopefully going to take a nap. We've gotten 2 deliveries today, so hopefully no random barks to give us all heart attacks, hopefully. So there's that. Oh, your husband just went crazy for the dogs. So this is Zoe back here. She is a German Shepherd and Husky mix, and Ranger just left the room. He'll be back because he doesn't do anything alone. He probably went to go get a toy, I would imagine. I'm sure he'll be back in here. I'll show them again here in a little bit. Ranger, I can hear him walking. Watch, he's probably gonna bring a toy. Yep. Bring your toy. Come here. Bring your toy. Can you? Oh no. Can you see him with his huge toy? He's showing off now. Thank you so much. So we're gonna get started because we've got lots of questions. And thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me today, to spend some of your Friday with me. It means a lot. And thank you for asking any questions that you have now. If you ask questions here in the chat, or if you're watching the replay and you ask questions, they will be answered in the next Q&A, which will be next month. I promise. I pinky promise. So, okay, we'll go ahead and start with the emails, and then we'll do the comments from last Q&A, and then we'll do Instagram is what we will do. So first we will start off. Oh, it feels weird not to be able to see you guys. Okay. So we are going to start off with a question from our friend Matt, and Matt is actually here. I saw him. He was just in the chat. Hi, Matt. I'm really sorry. I feel really, really bad. And honestly, this is a learning experience for me because I'm looking at the email, and this is kind of sort of relevant, but also kind of not, just because yeah, these aren't these scents aren't available, and I feel bad because Perfectly Cute was a part of our Valentine's Day collection, which is no longer. So I feel really bad for rating these pear scents late. So I'm sorry. And so from now on, if you do email, what I'm going to do is I'm going to respond to the email, but then also respond here as well, just in case. So Matt asks, I love pear scents and curious what your rankings would be for the following pear scents: Jumpin' Jelly Bean, Whipped Vanilla Pear, Caramel Pear Crisp, Perfect Day, and Perfectly Cute. So you're gonna find kind of a theme with like everyone who asks me to give, like, yes, you've given you, I'm doing like a rating, but like people who ask me to give like top 6 or top 10, I can't, like, because then I'm always like adding to it. So even here with this, I'm even adding to it. So okay, so Matt, my number one would be Jumpin' Jelly Bean. Oh, mwah, so good. It's in my club. It'll be there forever. It's the perfect like pear jelly bean scent. It's so good. So number one, easy, Jumpin' Jelly Bean. Number two, Perfectly Cute. Sad story. I totally didn't realize it was being discontinued when it was, and I did not lock it in my club. I tell you guys that this happens where I'm like so excited. I'm like, it's definitely going to my club, definitely going to my club. And then I'm like, after the video, I'm like, I'm good. I'll add it, tomorrow or the next day or what. Guess what? It was gone. It was gone. So super sad for me, but it is what it is. So Perfectly Cute would be my number two. Caramel Pear Crisp would be my number three. Whipped Vanilla Pear would be my number four. And Perfect Day would be my number five. Now, Matt, my question for you would be, why was honey pear cider not in your list? I was like, I would add that in there if I were to put honey pear cider in the mix. No, would it be number three? It would probably be number three for me. Have you tried honey pear cider? I'm curious. Let me know. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, friends. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, honey pear cider. So good. Matt, let me know. Have you smelled honey pear cider? Why was that not on your list? Do you not like it? What's the deal? So that would be my oh yes, Very Berry Pumpkin. You know, Very Berry Pumpkin is where it's at. I was really afraid that was going to be a delivery driver. It's not though. Yeah, Very Berry Pumpkin, another fantastic pear scent, but really, really great ones. So I know that doesn't really help because we're so late on like getting back to you with this. So I do apologize, but thanks for being sweet and hanging out here with me. Okay, the next email that came through was from my friend Sandy. And Sandy says, I love when I receive your text messages that say, Hi, Sandy. Just that small personalization makes me smile, but I know you probably have hundreds of people on the list. How can you personalize each text message? Is it just programmed that way when you add a new number to the distribution list? Thanks, Sandy. So, okay. So yes and no. So we use a program called Project Broadcast. We use that for our customers as well as our team. And what we do, why I say yes and no, is that Ranger barking? Yes, of course. If you're going to bark, you take that somewhere else. So yes and no. So what we do, and typically it's Sean that's writing up those messages, and he does sign the text messages, Sean. So it is him. So he will write up the text message, and whether it's to let you know about something that's coming out, or maybe we have a personal special that's going on, or whatever it is, or maybe you have a birthday coming up and we have a personal special for birthdays. So we will generate a message and then we will blast it out to our customer. So that message is coming from us, but there is like a way that you can go in and put in the person's first name. So that way it does feel more personal. And I hope it does. Like, I hope it does. It is personal. And when you do text us with that number directly, or if you respond to a text message from us from that number, you are getting us. And the awesome thing about Project Broadcast is that when you're texting that number, you're actually getting both Sean and myself. So Sean's getting one to his phone, I'm getting one to my phone, which is really nice because then things don't fall through the cracks. If I don't see a text come through, he does, and vice versa. And he may say like, hey, did you see this text come through from so-and-so? So it's nice because you're getting both of us. But if you call that number, you get my cell phone. So you can text and you get both of us. You call, you get me. But yeah, so it is personal because we are writing it up. And if you text that number, you are getting us in real time. But anytime you're getting the message that says, hi, Sandy, hi, your name, this is what's going on, this is what you need to know, and then thanks, Sean, or thanks, Lisa. Whenever there's that like reply stop to opt out, then that it's an, I hate to call it an automated message because that feels so bad, but that does mean it's blasted out to our customers. So I hope that answers your question. Ranger danger. But yeah, so it makes it easier to keep everyone in the loop. We were doing newsletters, like email newsletters, and then some people weren't getting them. So we started doing this texting, and it seems like a lot of people are liking them. We have gotten some stops, some opting outs, and it's hard not to like take that personal, but it just is what it is. Like not everyone wants to be texted, right? So it's totally fine. But we do take this personally. Like we have relationships with our customers and you guys, and it means a lot. So I hope that answers your question. It is personal, but it is also like blasted out in some cases. So, oh, Samantha, you like that? I'm so glad. I'm so glad. So we do the same thing for our team, just to kind of keep people in the loop with what's going on, if we've got team trainings and things like that. So yeah, we do that. So those were the emails that came through. So next, we're going to go ahead and answer some questions from the last Q&A. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm so happy you guys are here. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. That way it lets us know that you like the live Q&As. It really helps us, and we appreciate the love and support so much. Okay, so let me pull up. Okay, so we have questions from the last Q&A. So this was from back in January, so I do apologize, but this is for my friend Christine Smith, and she is here. At least she was at one point. So Christine, hi, mwah, love you. So she says, do you stream like Netflix, Hulu, etc.? She says, I stream only as I have finally gotten rid of my regular TV provider. That is so common. I know my mom did. There's a lot of people who are like, there's really no need to have like an actual like TV service when there's so many streaming services out anymore. Samantha, oh, you missed the lives. I'm not sure I've caught one since you moved up. Really? So I think the January one was that was the first one in Idaho, because that was when I kept saying to Sean, I'm like, I want to go live. I want to go live. I want to do a hangout. And then it was actually his idea. He was like, you do the Q&As every month. So why not just have us both do the Q&As and we do it like a live hangout kind of anyway. So that was his idea, and it's been fun. So yes, so I stream only as I have gotten rid of my regular TV provider. I get network shows on several streaming platforms. But if you have Netflix, my favorites, in case you haven't watched, are The Ranch, Supernatural, and Longmire. You see, plus my two current favorite food shows are Gordon Ramsay's Next Level Chef. Oh my gosh, one of my favorites. Love it. And Crime Scene Kitchen. Oh my God, incredible. Also, other topic, were you able to take the old Idaho Penitentiary? No, we haven't been able to take the Idaho Penitentiary tour yet, but we're planning on it this spring for sure. Life just got crazy, but we actually were just talking about this the other day. So we were planning on doing that here soon. So I'm excited. But to answer your question, yes, we stream. We do stream. We do have regular TV, but we also stream. And some of our like streaming shows that we like are Suits. Love Suits. It's over now, and we're like coming to the end of it, and I'm like, I don't want it to be over. We also watch Hot Ones, which technically it's streaming. It's on YouTube. I don't think it's on like any other like platform, but Hot Ones is a super fun one, and I laugh because I watch all these people. So if you're not familiar, Hot Ones is a show where they have hot wings and even hotter questions or whatever, whatever it is. So there's 10 hot wings that are tossed with hot sauce, and it starts at like level 1, and then they increasingly get hotter up until the hottest one at level 10. All different hot sauces, and every time, like, and there's celebrities that go on the show and they take a bite and then they answer questions about like their profession and all that stuff. It's an amazing show. And so we've been watching it from season 1, and I'm like watching it, I'm like, "Oh, I can do that. Oh, I can do that." And I'm just like talking, I'm just talking. I'm talking trash. What does Sean do? He buys one of the kits. So we are going to be doing that. I First we were talking about doing it in a vlog, but now like it sounds like his family wants to get in on it as well and like make it a family affair. And so if that's the case, it won't be a vlog. Um, yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. We haven't done it yet, but oh my gosh. So love hot ones. Schitt's Creek. I'm obsessed with Schitt's Creek. I've watched it and finished it once. I restarted it since he's been out of town, and yeah, I'm already on season 2. I'm like, I love it. It's so good. Also Yellowstone, Cowboy Finds a Wife, Cowboy Wants a Wife, I think. I love those. So fun. There's so many options to stream anymore. It's incredible. Um, Heidi, thank you so much. Appreciate you. So let's see here. And then next question is which warmer and bars would you recommend for a wedding gift? And so warmers and bars for a wedding gift, we have a new mini warmer, the Welcome to Our Nest warmer. I think that's so cute, and it has a little bird's nest on the inside of the dish. Super, super cute. As far as the bars, I would do like Luna, Sunkissed Citrus, and Aloe Water and Cucumber. Those are pretty neutral, and shouldn't go wrong with any of those. So I would recommend those. Personally, I hope that helps. Hope it's not too late. Okay, and then next question from the last Q&A is from my friend Heather, and she said, "Oh, this is a tough one." Well, it's not tough. It's not a tough question. Well, it's not hard to answer. I don't even want to say it. I just don't even want to say it because I don't want to speak it into existence. But it's not. Everything's fine. But Heather says, "I have a question for you. Obviously, we all hope this doesn't happen. Knocking on wood right now." I'm gonna go ahead and knock on wood as well. Um, Literally, but if Scentsy were to go out of business, what would you do? Would you start selling for another MLM like Pink Zebra? Would you go back to your previous job and just enjoy wax from a different company? On the side, would you consider opening your own wax company and making your own blends like vendor wax? Or would you open up a store that has candles and wax melts from lots of companies, where you curate a stock of lots of options for people, maybe a website or maybe a brick and mortar store? I don't even want to think about that. It's not going to happen. Everything's fine with Scentsy, but like you just like I don't even want, because that's like one of the big things that like when Sean and I decided to when decided to leave dentistry and just do the Scentsy thing full time, that alone was scary enough. Just because you don't know what's going to happen, right? And you see all these horror stories about direct selling companies that decide to go direct to consumer, or they close their doors entirely and don't say anything to consultants, and you see that, and that's terrifying. And so when I left dentistry and to do this full time, that's one of the big things that you are terrified of. And now that Sean and I do this together full time, it's even more scary to think about that. But the good thing is that Scentsy is so in tune and they communicate so much with consultants. I'm not worried about that in any kind of way. Sure, they may like discontinue certain products, and we may not have. We may drop our licensing agreement with certain. Like the European Soccer League, as well as the rugby and Marvel. Like those contracts have expired, and we decided not to renew. We don't know the reason for that. I'm guessing since Marvel has been in the clearance for like ever, I'm guessing it just wasn't a good selling product. So it wasn't worth it to keep it. you have to think about the fact that we still have incentives with these incredible trips and all kinds of things. We're coming out with new products all the time. And so I would say if Scentsy was going under, there'd be some other red flags. Like when they start dropping the incentive trips, like that would be the first thing to go, I would hope. And then like a bunch of other things. And Scensy's so good about communicating with the consultants, especially leaders during like leadership trainings and stuff at home office. They're so open and honest about things that I don't foresee them ever doing anything like that. But if they ever were in trouble, I think they would let us know. All of that to say that if that were to happen, which it won't, but if that were to happen, I would not get into another direct selling company. Not that I don't love this, I absolutely do, but I can't start from the ground. This pays our bills. This keeps our lights on. I can't wait to build. It took me 10 years to build what we have today. So I don't have that kind like my bills aren't going to wait for 10 years, So I would go back to dentistry. I would go back to dentistry and Sean would go back into law enforcement. We've talked about it. And if he were to be forced to go back into law enforcement, it would be in a civilian position. He wouldn't be a sworn officer anymore. So he did computer forensics. So he could easily be like a civilian, like officer, not a non-sworn officer that does computer forensics or something like that. So worst case, that's what we would do. I love home fragrance, and I love the MLM structure that Scentsy has. No, they're not all built like this, but I just bills don't wait. So I wouldn't have time to just like, okay, this didn't work. Let me just start from the ground up again. That just isn't realistic to think. Denise, you're making pizza while watching. Ooh, what kind of pizza? What kind of pizza? Love pizza. So I hope that helps answer your question. But yeah, I love home fragrance, and home fragrance is always going to be like the biggest part of my life and my heart. But I don't know that I would be able to just like open up a separate business if Scentsy were to go under tomorrow. Okay, so next question. Let me see here. My question, Scentsy wise, do you still have parties? How many team members do you have? What is more important, your own sales or the number of team members? And I have suggestion for videos. So let's talk about the questions first. So do I still have parties? Parties are kind of dead for me. I'll do one every once in a while. Typically they are online if I do them. It's been a while since I've done them, but the last home party I had was a year ago. It was a year ago. So that parties are just, it's so hard. Like people are just not interested in parties because there's so many other ways to earn free and half price rewards anymore. There's shopping links. Like there's so many other ways you can do online parties even. There's shop and scrolls. There's a ton of different like options. So I really don't do parties anymore. So, and I know a lot of people kind of struggle with that as well. Ooh, pepperoni and grilled onions. That sounds delightful. Enjoy. Have a bite for me. Let me see here. How many team members do you have? We have 426 people on our team. They're all over the U.S. and in Canada. We have somebody in the UK, and we also have somebody in Ireland. So we have our friends are sprawled out all over the place, and it's so much fun. I love being able to do this with our friends. It's such an incredible experience, especially thinking back to when I joined. Like I just joined just for me. I honestly didn't want this to be a business and I didn't want to have a team. And then as I was growing my team, it was like, this is so much fun to do this with people that I care about and that have the same passion for this as me. And it's super fun. So I love it. I'm glad that I did start building my team and we love it. It's been awesome. Oh, thanks, Miranda. Love you. So let me see here. The next question. What is more important, your own sales or the number of team members? Easy, my own sales. Like I love doing this with friends, but in terms of if I'm understanding your question correctly, like I'm responsible for my own paycheck. Like I don't rely on my team. So I don't do the bare minimum because I'm gonna ride on the fact that my team is awesome. Like I'm not going to do that at all. Because all 426 of them could decide they want to stop doing this tomorrow. And I mean, I'd be really sad. I would take it personally if that many people decided they wanted to stop. But I am responsible for our bills. We are responsible for our bills, and that's no one else's responsibility. So the way I see it is, our sales is what we need to focus on, and um, what the bonuses we earn on our team is just kind of the cherry on top. So we don't think about that in any kind of way. We just want to help make this be the experience that our team wants. And we have a lot of people that do this as a hobby, and that's awesome. And then we have some people who do want this as a side hustle, or they want it to be more. So then we can pour into those people and help them reach their goals, because we have learned what a blessing this can be for you. And so we want that for our team. So yeah, we for our business, it's what matters is us. The fact of the team, I don't care how many people we have on our team. It's fun that we have people on our team, but we want to help them reach their goals, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Oh, Marcy, thank you so much. So I do trainings. I keep them off of YouTube. I really keep it just to my team. I do trainings with other teams. But I don't like putting trainings on my channel. My channel is just for like consumer content. I don't mind talking about like training type things here on the Q&A, the hangouts and stuff, just because it's like little tidbits and stuff. But for as for like actual like trainings, I don't know, there's a place for that, and it's not on my channel. Samantha says, if I quit teaching, I'd try to build my business. That's awesome. Yeah, and that's the beautiful thing about this, is that Scentsy can be as much or as little as you want it to be, which is awesome. Like I have had this at every every stage. Like when I joined, I didn't even want my friends knowing that I joined. And then I was like, oh, well, this is kind of fun. I can get into this a little bit more, and I can just sell to my friends and family. And then I was like, okay, this is kind of nice having a little extra money. So it just kind of like grew very slowly. It was a very slow burn. Grew very, very slowly, but I'm happy with the progress and at the rate, because if this grew like much faster, I'd be overwhelmed and I would probably resent it, to be totally honest. But I'm super happy, and we're so grateful each and every day for this business, for sure. But yeah, so I hope that helps. Let's see here. The next question says, will y'all be doing vlogs again? I would love to. I love the vlogs because I do feel like I'm hanging out with you guys. It's a lot of work to put together. And to be honest, I started a vlog, but then didn't finish it. So I'm thinking that now that the catalog has launched, the new catalog has launched, and things are kind of starting to settle down again, we'll probably get into doing some vlogging. The weather's getting nicer, and so we'll probably be doing some stuff, like doing some like cooking and stuff in the backyard, and cooking no matter what. So I'm just out doing stuff. So I'm sure we will. I'm not sure exactly when just yet, but things are starting to settle down. So hopefully soon. Della asks, how many warmers do you have total? I have no idea. If I had to guess, see, this is where I really wish Sean was here, because he's really good at this. Especially because he built the shelves in the garage that all the warmers are on. If I had to guess, I'd probably say, I want to say it's probably over 100, so probably 150 maybe. If I had to guess, this is just totally guessing. I'd probably guess like 150. I think. We'll see. Next time Sean's here, we'll have to ask him. That's what I would guess. Oh, is that it for? Yes, that is it for the Q&A comments, the comment questions. But where's my phone? Here we go. We have more questions from Instagram. Okay, so let's see. Hi. Hello, Rebecca. Hi. So happy you guys are hanging out with me. It means a lot. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that was Sean. Okay. Let's see here. First question over on Instagram. So I did post on Instagram that we were going to be going. Me and the dogs are going live today. So I asked over there if you had any questions. Hi, Tammy. Hello. So we have a question. What would be your superhero power? I think my superhero power would be time travel. Either both ways, either going back in time or going forward in time. I think either way would be super cool. Obviously, to go back to a simpler time would be great. And then also, I don't like not knowing what to expect. So if we could just be like, okay, let's just fast forward a little bit. Let's check out how this is gonna go, and then we can kind of decide if we're gonna go that route, if we're gonna go another route. I would say time travel. Okay, next one is Katrina. So Katrina says, are there any scents that you wish Scentsy would add to the catalog, returning or new? That's a great question. Yeah, Rainbow Red. I am so sad that they decided not to bring Rainbow Red back to the spring and summer season. Although I am glad that we did have it for the spring and summer season last spring and summer. And I was able to lock it in my club, but I was shocked. I was honestly shocked it did not come back. Oh, Rebecca, you're so sweet. Why are you so awesome? Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. I am not that awesome, but I love you for thinking it. I really do. So I would say Rainbow Red would be a great one that I would love to see added back. Sweet Plum Pastry, I would love to see added back. Honestly, the Simply scents, Simply Vanilla, we had Simply Rose, Simply Patchouli. I liked those because they were simple. It was just, that's what it was. They were great on their own. They were great as mixers, and they were just great. So, I mean, I'm sure I could go on for like ever, but that would be the simple answer. Yes, Rainbow Red. Oh, Shimmer, Sugar, Pink Haze, Oodles. Yes, for sure. I mean, we'll just log into my club. Log into my club and see what bars should have been brought back. Oh, Lemon Drop It Low, Christine. Yes. My Home, Almond Croissant, Breakfast in Bed. Yes. Yes. All great ones. Would love to see those come back. Okay, Nina asks a couple of questions. Worst performing warmers because ... honesty. Okay, here's the thing. I'm always going to be honest. I'm always going to be honest 100% all the time. So, I actually made some notes here for some of these that I needed to, well, especially for the ones that like I had to rate and things. And I even broke those rules. But okay, worst performing warmers, I would say would be the early day warmers with lids. The warmers with lids, like thinking specifically, like the Glimmer and Glow warmer that had the lid that was completely closed. I mean, there were teeny tiny little holes at the very top, but like it was all closed off. So you really couldn't smell it that well anyway. Um and so I say that like the early day warmers with lids because that was when they had just teeny tiny little holes that would allow the fragrance to escape just barely, and it really wasn't good. So any of the warmers that I had that had lids, I actually just had the lid off because I was like, I want to be able to smell it. Other than that, because now our warmers with lids, Scentsy doing an amazing job, and they're pretty well open, or they have plenty of holes that the fragrance can escape. The other warmers would be the mini warmers. So mini warmers, they're great for smaller spaces like bathrooms and stuff, but really like you're not going to get great scent through. So if you have, if you have one or two mini warmers in an open concept, it's not going to do anything for you. So that would be my opinion. Cookies for Santa. Yes. That version of Glimmer and Glow. Oh yeah, that version of Glimmer and Glow was a mess for sure. Especially because the fragrance oils couldn't escape. And so it just started like bubbling on the inside. It was a mess. I had a friend order a 3-pack of Simply Patchouli during Bring Back My Bar. I kept it in my club for both of us. Those Simply scents are amazing. They really are. Yes. Caitlin, yes, I would love to see a simple line of warmers, maybe with the simple scents. I love plain with no design. Honestly, me too. So what I'm really like, I'm on the hunt for are some vintage Scentsy. I'm talking vintage, like 2004 vintage. Like I'm looking for some vintage Scentsy warmers. The warmers we have now are absolutely gorgeous, but there's something about those early designs, like that classic curve design, there's something to it. Like, it's so simple, yet I don't know, there's something to it. And I love that idea actually, doing like a simple collection with like some simple design warmers and a couple of simple bars, like Simply Vanilla. That'd be great. Let me see here. Dark Harbor. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Love it. Okay, and then next she does ask best performing warmers, each category and overall. So best would be metal or ceramic full size warmers. So metal or, and that's the thing. Like it doesn't even necessarily matter, in my opinion, it doesn't even necessarily matter the wattage of the bulb as much as it does the material of the warmer itself, because ceramic and metal warmers are going to hold the heat so much better than glass, and so it keeps that heat in, so it gets the dish hotter, so that way it can throw the fragrance further. The glass warmers don't hang on to that heat at all and just put out heat. Let me tell you, my Scentsy room in the summertime, oh, it's like a sauna in there because most of those in there are glass. I'm actually going to kind of switch some things around before the weather gets too warm. And I'm going to try to do more ceramic in there rather than glass. Most of them are glass. I have Glimmer and Glow in there right now, and that's fine. I have Rooftop Garden in there, and that's fine. Oh, we have balloons. Thanks for the balloons. That's fun. Um, Lisa, I'm live all over the place. Just trying to keep you guessing, friend. Yeah, so yeah, the glass puts out more heat. The metal and ceramic hold in the heat. And then after that would be minis and then the warmers with lids. Love it, love it, love it. I would love to see snap sleeves for the Scentsy. Ooh, so we could change out the look. No more plain white or stickers. That would be super cool. I put in the idea share. Maybe someone will see. Yeah, I was just gonna say. Hopefully, you put that in the idea share. I love that idea, especially because I loved the sleeves with the Scentsy Go. But like you said, they're stickers. So like once they're on, I mean, you could peel them off, but that's not as easy to just like change out the look. Ooh, I like what you're thinking. I like it. Okay. Next question is, where do you store your warmers off season? Do you have a system you can share? Tips are appreciated. Um, in my garage. So if you have been an OG with me and you remember when we used to go live, gosh, we used to go live, I feel like it was every week. We used to do these little hangout sessions. It was at least, I mean, it was a couple times a month. It wasn't just once a month, I feel like. Um, and my office in my old house, they were all stored behind me, and so many people were like, "Oh my gosh, you have so many warmers." I'm like, I know. So I outgrew those. We moved into this house, and Sean was amazing, and my father-in-law, they built shelves in the garage for all of my warmers. Now I don't store my wax in there, just my warmers. So if you're able to, if you have room in a garage, that would be a great one. And I think there was a question. I think there was I didn't think it came in on Instagram or Facebook, but somebody did ask and asked about warmer storage and how I think she lived in Texas and said that asked about specifically storing them in a garage or in an attic. I think it should be fine. I mean, I know it gets humid in the summertime there, but I think if you can either store them in a bin, yeah, if you can store them in a bin, that would protect from the humidity. But yeah, the heat and stuff, it's fine. Like I would be more concerned about the humidity and all of that. But storing in the garage or the attic is totally fine. for the warmers, do not store your wax in there. And if you are storing your warmers in the garage or the attic, make sure you are cleaning out the warmer dishes when you are boxing them back up and putting them out there for the season. Learn from my mistakes, because I would be just lazy and I would just throw them together. And then when I would go and get my Christmas warmers out the next season, the next year, I would open up and they sat in the 100-degree garage for the entire summer. And there was wax like everywhere. It was a good time. Great time. Let me see here. Waiting for all the lampshade series of, oh, yes, the lampshades were beautiful. Yay. Awesome. Did you see I tagged you on a Facebook post with a sister? Oh gosh. Yeah, I I didn't see that. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't see that. We're good. Like in terms of like getting another dog, like these two are enough. These two are enough. We're a 2-dog household. We really aren't 3. We're not a 1-dog household. We're not a 3-dog household. We're 2 dogs. It's perfect. Although I'm sure Ranger actually wishes he had a friend. Zoe doesn't really need a sister. Ranger needs a friend because she literally just sits. This is where she lays. You can see Ranger in the hallway there. But this is how she spends her day. Like she just that's her. That's how she spends her day. So she couldn't care less. She's more of a cat. But yeah, we don't need any other dogs. So the heat and cold in the garage don't harm the warmers. No, they don't. Mm-mm. I would say if you live in a humid climate, I would probably put them in like a bin, in like a storage bin, but the heat itself is fine. Yay, Linda, I'm glad. Where did you ask that? Was that on? It doesn't matter. I remembered it, so I thought for sure anyways, yeah, you're good. You're good to store in the attic or the garage. Just since you're dealing with humidity, maybe store in a bin. Let's see. Do you know if the USB cord for Scentsy Goes can be bought as a replacement, or the fan diffusers? Not through Scentsy, Raquel, but you can get that. Gosh, this is another one where I wish Sean was here because he's such a tech guy. You can buy just the cord itself on like Amazon or something. It's a pretty universal cord, and he'll tell. Send me an email. Send me an email, and it's rowberrywax@gmail.com. Ask me what the name of that cord is, and you can find it on Amazon if you want just the replacement cord. Scentsy doesn't sell the replacement cord, but it's a pretty universal cord. There is a name for it, but send me an email because Sean will see that and then he can answer it. he's the smart guy. He can tell you what to get. I was able to earn the grow diffuser for my aunt's wedding gift. Oh, that's awesome. Heck yeah. Love it. Okay, so I want to move on to the next question. I hope that helps with the storage and all that good stuff. Let's see here. What is your favorite thing about being a Scentsy consultant? So there's a lot. And if you were to ask me in different phases of this business, I'd give you a different answer. So my favorite thing would be the freedom. Since this is our full-time job, like it is so nice that we have pretty typical like business hours. We make business hours for ourselves. So we work a pretty typical, it's not 9 to 5. I get up at 6 or 6:30 every day with the dogs. And then Sean will usually sleep in till like 7. And then we get our day going. Although we're back in the gym now, trying to get healthy. So we'd like to be out of the house and to the gym by 7, back home by 8, and then shower, get ready for the day, and then kind of tackle the day. So typically our like work day starts at 8. And then we'll usually work till like, and this is just on average, just usually work till like 4:30 or 5. But like I said, that's on average. Like yesterday, I was going from like 7 o'clock in the morning and I didn't stop working until 8 o'clock last night. So it kind of depends on what's going on and what needs to be done and all of that, but the freedom of it. So if there's, we can pre-plan and work, 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 work. And if we decide, okay, we want to take, these next however many days off, it's not, I don't have to ask for time off. It's nice. So I love the freedom of it. If there's a day when we're like, you know what, let's go into work late, we'll go grab breakfast. Like it's so nice to have that freedom to be able to do that. Now, if you would have asked me when I first started, my favorite thing would be the fact that I had my own testers. The fact that I have my own testers and I could place my own orders and I didn't have to send my order to anybody. If you would have asked me a little bit later, it would have been the fact that, it was able to pay for my coffee for the week, so it depends on what stage. But for me right now, it's the freedom, the fact that I was able to leave dentistry. I guess now I have to like put in the income disclosure statement, which I will. So like, yeah, so, I was able to leave dentistry and, I was able to retire Sean from law enforcement and he doesn't have to deal with that stuff anymore. It's just, it's awesome. So I'm so, so thankful, but the work you put in is what you're going to get out of it. So, early on, like I wasn't putting any work in, so I wasn't getting anything out of it. So it's just, everybody's like results are going to be different. Okay, let me see here. Next one. How far are you from Scentsy? So, for those of you who don't know, I am in Idaho, a suburb of Boise, and we are just about 20, 30 minutes away from Scentsy home office. Literally every single bar that is poured for Scentsy, no matter what the country is poured just down the street. It's amazing. So no matter if you are in Australia, in Ireland, in Canada, in Mexico, anywhere in the US, every single bar is poured here in Idaho, just down the road, which is so, so cool. It's so cool. So it's also really nice because I can do local pickup for quite a few things. So like if I'm like in a pinch, I'm like, oh, I need this bar really quick, or I need this really quick. A lot of times local pickup, if you're within 50 miles of a distribution center, it doesn't have to be home office, but just a distribution center, you can go and do local pickup. And I love being able to just go and pick up. It's so nice, super nice, just to hop down there. Oh, here we go. Here's some good questions. Hold on, let me see. Da-da-da-da. You didn't miss most of this. Sean's not here. I mean, there's not a ton of questions left, but it's okay. It's okay. We can just hang out. No big deal. Do the scents waft our way? No, they don't. So it's so funny. So at Scentsy Home Office, so all the wax is trained in from Canada, actually. So put on a train and it comes in to the Scentsy home office and it solidifies. And then to get it out of the train, they have like a warming device that warms up the wax, and then they pipe it into these like huge, obviously, like containers, and then they put it into like these you got to experience it. It's so cool. It's so, so cool. You can do these tours and check it all out. But you can't inside the distribution center. Absolutely. Like you're just like, whoa, overload. It's amazing. But outside, I mean, you really don't smell. You don't smell it because all the wax is unscented. That's in the trains. It doesn't get scented until it's actually inside. We should be able to have more LTOs from other countries then. I agree. I agree. Lisa's often our with box spoiler. I try. I try. Sometimes they're like, I don't. Sometimes I wonder if they're like, oh, it's the row berries again. We're gonna make them wait a couple days. Okay. Let's see here. So let's talk about some juicy questions. What are your top 10 longest and strongest bars in each category, even if retired? This is really hard. This is really hard. So I'm actually giving you more than 10 in total, like Lisa fashion. And I'm sure there's some that I'm not thinking of. And not in any particular order, but Buzzworthy. Buzzworthy's crazy strong. Two, I was trying to stay within the rules. Would be Clothesline or Clean Breeze. So I made those like the number 2 line. So clothesline or clean breeze. I was really trying. And then we got down to 10 and I was like, screw it. Here's a couple more. Clothesline, clean breeze, rainbow sherbet, palm trees and ocean breeze, lush gardenia, lilacs and violets, heirloom rose, cherry almond pie. So buzzworthy no longer available. Clothesline, clean breeze, rainbow sherbet, palm trees and ocean breeze are available. Lush gardenia, not available. Lilacs and violets is available. Heirloom rose is available. Woo, that'll smoke you out. Cherry almond pie and amaretto, not available. Coconut lemongrass, peace lily be with you, and blueberry cheesecake, all available. So how many is that? So that's what, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you told me 10 and I gave you 13. Yes, I did enjoy Buzzworthy this week. Oh my gosh, so funny story. So Sean hates Buzzworthy. He cannot do it. He's so patient. He's so caring. He's like, he never complains about any scents that I put in the warmers. Even if he doesn't like it, he won't say anything about it. Buzzworthy. He's like, I can't do it. He's like, I can't do it. You can warm it wherever you want as long as I'm not here. No. So I keep Buzzworthy in my club so that way when he leaves town, then I can fill it in all my warmers. But here's the funny thing. So I actually busted out 3 bars of Buzzworthy. I was going to have it going throughout the house. And so in my main living area, I had 2 full bars of Buzzworthy going and they weren't even pulled out yet. And I could already smell it just by taking them out of the clamshell and putting them into the warmers, not even melted. I could already smell it. So I'm like, I should probably wait for these to melt before I start sticking a whole other bar throughout the house. So I'm glad I did. Cause let me tell you, I wound up with a headache. I can't wait to tell Sean. I wound up with a headache. It's the weirdest thing because I was so happy and I love the scent. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good. And I was just like, every breath I took, it just smelled so good. And then I was like, why is my head hurting? I was like, it's a little bit too strong. So a little too strong. So I wound up turning off half the warmers. I turned off half the warmers to kind of mellow it out. I was like, okay, we're good. My headache was good. And then the following day, I turned those warmers off and then turned on the other warmers that I had originally turned off. So that way I could warm Buzzworthy for that next day. And it was great. And it's super long lasting too. And yes, Buzzworthy is coming back for Bring Back My Bar in July. So yeah, I can't wait to tell Sean because he's going to be like, I told you. Have I tried vendor wax? So I know I'm going to wind up addressing these comments or these particular questions in the next Q&A, but I have tried a couple, but not a ton. I'm trying to think, have I? Maybe I haven't. Not vendor wax. I've tried other wax, but not vendor wax. I have so much wax. I can't, I can't, I just can't. Okay, let's see here. Next question. Might you consider doing a Like Me series where you highlight new bars like Retired? I love that idea. I've never thought about doing that, but thank you for the suggestion because I think it's awesome. I don't know when I would do that. I love the idea. In fact, I wrote it down in my notebook. So it would, because that takes time. That takes time to sit down and think, okay, if you like this, you like that. So maybe... because how far back do you go for what's retired? You know what I mean? So I love the idea. And I would love to do it. So we'll see kind of what that looks like. Okay. And now let's see what the next question is. Let's see here. Next question. What are your thoughts on the new Scentsy cleaning wipes? The swipes. I already finished my first one. My first canisters. I love them. I think they're fantastic. These are so awesome. I already ordered 3 more canisters. They're so great. I love them. It's just so nice for just a quick swipe. So nice. I still love my counter clean. I'm still going to use my counter clean. Like it's going out of style, but this is just nice for just a quick swipe. Like when, like, perfect example. So after dinner, it's always nice to just kind of wipe down. You don't need to break out the counter clean for just like after dinner, right? Unless you're getting crazy messy, but generally speaking, just a quick wipe, super easy. So I love it. I love it. So good. Okay, next one is from Jane, and she says, best bang for your buck, 6 bar bundle for those on a budget, strong and long lasting. Okay, so I okay. So there's always an explanation. So there's two. So I'm giving you two 6 bar bundles, and here's my reasoning. So the strongest 6 bar bundle. So not even like necessarily my picks, but just the strongest 6 bars that I would pick right now. Just not even just saying like that's what I would pick, but just the strongest would be either clothesline or clean breeze, palm trees and ocean breeze, coconut lemongrass, Amazon rain, lilacs and violets, heirloom rose would be the strongest, in my opinion. So again, clothesline or clean breeze. The difference between the two, they're both clean laundry scents, but clothesline's a little sweeter. Palm trees and ocean breeze, nice beachy scent. Coconut lemongrass, really great zesty lemongrass scent. Amazon rain, lilacs and violets, and heirloom rose. So those would be just like the strongest six pack that I would put together personally. My picks. So my 6 pack of strong bars that I would pick would be palm trees and ocean breeze, coconut lemongrass, Amazon rain, and then this is where it gets a little different. Rainbow sherbet, make a splash, and clean breeze. So those would be the 6 that I would pick. Palm trees and ocean breeze, coconut lemongrass, Amazon rain, rainbow sherbet, make a splash, and clean breeze. Those would be my picks for the strongest scents. I hope that's helpful. Yes, bars to jars. Yes, and mixing is coming back. Yes, we're going to talk about that here in just a second. Okay, here. So let's see. Next question. Yeah, in fact, here we are. Here we are. My friend Jacqueline asks, my question is, do you ever burn candles? And the answer is yes. Yeah, cocoa lime. See, I know I actually wrote down cocoa lime somewhere and then I like scratched it out. It's so hard because we have so many that are really great, great strong scents. My new neon Stanley. Love it. Love that. Makes me happy. Yes, I do burn candles. Not every day. What I'm burning currently is Kringle's vanilla cone. So this is current. But it's not every day. Honestly, it's just when I do, it's only in the evening, like after we're done working for the day. I will light this when we are getting ready to just chill on the couch for for the evening. But I don't burn every day. Just like when I think about it type thing. And it's not all day, just in the evenings. So yeah, with that, I am wanting to bring back the bars to jars and the different mix it series. So I think just like with the holidays and stuff, just like when Scentsy brings out so much, like so many things that are coming out, then I like, dad, I don't have time to like do the other things. Why did they push bring back my bar out this round? What do you mean, Anna? Why did they push bring back my bar out this round? I don't know what you mean. It's always been in July. Are you talking about the month? It's always been in July. Why did they push bring back my I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Yes. Melanie's collab with Kringle. Yeah, I have several of the candles. Yes. Super nice. It's always been in July, I think. Was it June? JJ, I guess. I don't know. I don't maybe because I don't know. I guess it was in June, huh? Yeah. I guess it was in June. I guess I was like, I didn't even realize that until just now. It didn't even occur to me. I don't know. I'm not sure why they pushed it out. Maybe to give more time to pour the bars, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so looking like it was in June before, but now it's in July. So yeah, I don't know. I am not sure. Okay, last couple of questions here. So my friend Rosemary, oh, and I don't even really have answers for these. Why does Scentsy not offer individual bar moving between frequencies and club? So what she means is with your club, you can change frequencies, but if you are changing frequencies, you're moving the entire frequency over to whatever frequency you want, rather than an individual bar moving it from quarterly to monthly or vice versa. You would move the entire frequency. I don't know. I wish they would. I don't know what that looks like in terms of like how hard that is to do for like technical purposes. I don't know how hard that is, but I don't know. I wish they would though. I do. I wish they would. And the next question, why are you unable to increase your quantity of bars and club? I also don't know. I wish I knew. Because I mean, if it's in your club, they're already going to be making it anyway. So you would think if you could increase, then they're only going to make more money, right? So why not increase the amount of, I don't know. I wish I had answers. I'm sorry. And I know some people think, and I'm not saying that anyone's saying this here, but I know some people are like, okay, what's the deal, Lisa? Like, like you've got secret squirrel information. I don't. Like, I do not have secret squirrel information. There's consultants in this company that have way more secret squirrel information than I do. I do not. I don't have any like secret pool or anything. I wish I did. It'd be nice. Because then I'd have answers for you. But I have no clue. It would be nice though. Okay, good. So Morrison says they've done it in June and July in the past. Okay. Okay. No, and Anna, I was feeling like I was going crazy. So it's okay. Yeah, so it looks like it's both been in June and July. Maybe they just kind of go back and forth. Yeah. I don't know why. This is random, but wasn't sure. There was a post several months back that you cut bangs. Me? I tried bangs once in my life, and that was the lot because I have a major cowlick, and so bangs are not for me. In fact, I will always remember. I think I tried bangs when I was really young. I know I tried bangs when I was really young because I did the whole like barrel curling iron and like lots of hairspray, and yeah, it was like in the brown lip liner. Oh yeah, that I rocked that. But with no product in my hair, bangs are not a thing. And I tried it. I thought it would be really cute. In fact, they were like swoop bangs. And it was when Sean and I first moved in together, and it was a nightmare, and I hated my hair. I can't pull off bangs. I wish I could. Yeah, Melanie can rock bangs. She's great. Yes, I do definitely have a widow's peak. I have my daddy's widow's peak. Yeah, for sure. Yes, I do burn candles too. Which is honestly why I do the like bars to jars series, because it's unrealistic to think that everyone's just going to go totally wickless, right? So if you are going to burn candles, you want scents that are going to be complementary, like your Scentsy scents to be complementary with your candles, right? Gosh, there was another question. There were other questions because I have other things here. Hold on. Am I missing? What am I missing? I'm missing something. Hold on. If I can't find it, let me look at my pictures again. What am I? Oh man. Hold please. I think this was from the Q&A questions. Cuz I'm like, wait a minute. I still have other products here. And then we will be there's only like two other ones that I think I missed. Hold up. It was asking about what my favorite beauty products were. And if I could choose a bar to describe me, which I think is cute. How did I miss that? Hold on. Let me just check one more time. I try really hard to make sure I don't miss anything. But I should insert some elevator music. Okay. Yeah, where is that? I don't know, but I know I saw the question. So so there was a question about if you could choose a bar to describe you, what would it be? Keep it sassy. Keep it sassy. So I love this set. It is really fun, and the name, you gotta keep it sassy. Like, be fun and be sassy. And if I could smell like this, I totally would. Yes, love it. Stacy says my current favorite is in my warmers, king cake, with bananas, and then for 3 hours I burn Main Street. Oh, that's nice. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. So yeah, if I cannot believe I can't I can't find those questions. Yeah, so a bar that would describe me would be keep it sassy. As far as the I can't remember the exact question, but it was about like what are my favorite beauty products, I think is what it was. And if it's so my like holy grail, like I'd literally die without these products, would be my Laura Geller Balance and Brighten and my It Cosmetics superhero liner. The liner is a must. I feel naked without my liner. And this is by far the best eyeliner in my opinion. I like it because it has this like a pen type like tip. It's nice and it just glides on and it's super opaque and dark. Funny story. So with the Laura Geller stuff, so I'm too I'm too white for fair, but I'm too dark for porcelain. So I actually get both because I have to like come up with my own like shade. It's crazy. But yeah, so I really because my skin is super oily, but I want good full coverage. So the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten is really nice because I don't want liquid foundation, but the powder foundation is super full coverage and doesn't make my skin any oilier than it already is. And then the It Cosmetics superhero liner is on like an auto shipment because I literally cannot live without this. If It Cosmetics goes under or just continues this eyeliner, I don't know what I'll do. I'll have to create my own. I will. So I think that's it for the question. Unless I missed something. Lord. I'm melting pink sunshine. Ooh, such a good one. I'm melting fizzing Whizbees from the Harry Potter collection. I'm planning on melting fizzing Whizbees soon. I did melt exploding bonbons. Oh, so good. So good. But someone else said that the fizzing Whizbees was like even better when it was warmed up. How are you liking it warmed up? Ryan, I love your videos. I became a consultant in July and will be, yay, you're attending SFR. Yay, Ryan. If you see me, give me a hug. If you're a consultant and you're going to SFR and you see me, if you say hi to me, you're going to get a hug. So if you don't want to be touched, don't say hi because I will hug you. Oh, that's so awesome. I love SFR. And this is going to be amazing. This is going to be an amazing one. Yes. Samantha, I did use Balance and Brighten before meeting Melanie. I've always used that because I can't the like super thick cakey feel. I've always had super oily skin. So I could never use like the liquid foundation because I just felt like it would melt off my face. How tall am I? I'm 5'4". I'm small. I'm not small, I'm short. I'm not small, I am short though. Yay, and you're walking the stage. That's so exciting. Oh, this is so fun. I missed hanging out with you guys. We've already been on an hour. For those of you who are still on, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It lets us know that you like the lives and you like the Q&As, and we appreciate the love and support. So I say we like Sean's here. I miss him. I miss him. I'm like, I feel so like we're literally together like 97 hours a day, and like he's been gone since when did he leave? It feels like it's been 97 years. He has been gone since Tuesday and he comes home tomorrow. Hopefully. There's a storm, so hopefully he can get through the mountains. He's driving. So this is nice. It feels good to like hang out with my friends here. Oh yeah. SFR was in Salt Lake a couple years. It was the first one after COVID, but hopefully another one. Can you guys see? Can you see Zoe? She's having a dream. She's running. She's so cute. All right, you guys. I'm gonna go, but this was so fun. This was so fun. And if you have questions that you would like to be answered in the next Q&A, make sure you leave your question either here on this video, or you can email it in to rowberrywax@gmail.com. Or as always, I'll post like a question. I'll let you know when we're gonna go live on Instagram and Facebook, and you can post your question there. So I hope you guys have a really, really great weekend. I hope you have a happy, happy Easter. Hopefully you'll have some decent weather. And thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. It really means a lot. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate the love and support so very much. Hope you have a fantastic Friday. We'll definitely see you in the next live, which will be at some point in April. Let's see if we can kind of, let's get a somewhat of a date here. Let's try for April 26th. Same time, same place. April 26th. We'll plan for the April Q&A with Sean and I both, unless he has to be somewhere for some odd reason. So, all right, you guys, I love you. Have an amazing day, an amazing weekend, an amazing Easter. You guys are awesome. I love you, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.